Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am so glad to see you back here. My name is Aida and I am so excited for this week's episode. I know that I say that every week, but I really am. I am taking you guys with me on a full week of spring workwear outfits. I film these in real time, and so every morning I woke up a little bit earlier and put the lights on and got ready, and I'm going to be sharing with you my thought process of why I put pieces together the way that I did and how I styled a variety of different basic pieces. I hope this is going to be both educational and inspirational and let you know that workwear doesn't need to be bland. A lot of misconceptions is like, oh, why do I need to get ready for work? I work with X type of people, I work in this industry. And I am a firm believer that if you feel good in what you're wearing, you're going to do good and you're going to do great and you're going to kick butt in your day job and you're going to look good doing it. So strap on, we're about to get started with Monday's look of the week. Enjoy. Hi, my name is Aida De La Fuente and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Monday morning, and with it the start of a new week, I wanted to focus on something that was comfortable but really got me into a focused work mindset to kickstart the week. This is what my basic outfit is. It is a simple cotton button down, 100% cotton. This is from H&M. And these are a form of linen pants from Massimo Dutti. It's a wide leg at the bottom. They are loose and flowy, and one of the reasons why I really love it is that it is more of a slim cut up top, and so although it comes out wide at the bottom, I feel like it gives me like just a really nice silhouette, especially in the back where I lack it a lot of the times. Since the pants are more form-fitting, I liked the idea of having a button down as kind of an oversized, and so I think it creates a really nice contrast where you have more of a classic piece like a button down and that modern boot cut linen material. And I decided to go for more of a monochromatic look, so I'm really gonna hold on to that when I think about how to accessorize this overall look. Okay, we've added some accessories. One of the things I really have enjoyed doing is playing around with silk scarves. Now, I know some people may love them, some people may not really like them. I would still encourage you, if you're one of those people that falls into the bucket that you don't really love them, I encourage you to play around with the way that you utilize a silk scarf. I'm gonna try and do a couple other outfits this week that showcases different ways to tie a silk scarf. Is if you think about it kind of like a choker or a necklace, especially when you have more of this kind of relaxed, open up, button down look. I feel like adding a silk scarf just gives it a little bit more of a polished, elegant look. I did go with a blue scarf. As I said, I wanted more of a monochromatic overall look. And so I think it really just complements the blue well. I think another thing it does is it draws attention to the little bit of skin that you have showing. It's polished, it's chic, it contrasts well with like the tighter fitting silk scarf finish with the looser shirt, a little bit tighter pant up here, and then the looser pant. So, you know, you have kind of those alternating cuts, which really keeps the eye going from top to bottom. This belt is actually from Naked Fashion. I've really been loving Naked Fashion. I think for the price point and the quality of the clothes that you get, it's perfection. Not only did I pick this belt because it added just a little bit of color and brought the eye slightly to the mid area, but because of the silver accessories. I went with silver medals for this look, from my earrings to my ring to the belt, because I didn't want the accessories to overtake the blue that I really want to come through in my outfit today. I wanted just a subtle touch of accessories, with the main focus and priority being on the outfit. Finally, the shoes to round out Monday's look. When it comes to a wide leg pant, you always want to go for a pointed toe. You have a lot of volume at the bottom, and so if you add any sort of chunky shoe, you're gonna have too much of a heaviness at the bottom of your outfit, and I think the eye is just gonna go down. You know, you did all this work up here to keep this part of the outfit interesting, so don't go and ruin it by putting a chunky shoe with such a voluminous pant. These shoes, a metallic silver and a metallic gold shoe, you cannot make a mistake with. Article of clothing or an accessory that just does the talking and the styling for you, a metallic shoe. I can't harp on this enough. I wear these at least 2 times a week. It's really nice just to have like a peep of shoe, but just a little bit. It's not overwhelming, and that's the overall look. What do we think? Pretty happy on this Monday. I'm ready for the week. Hello and happy Tuesday. I am coming to you live. I just threw this beautiful number on. We are officially in the season where we can just throw on dresses, which I absolutely love. And today I went with a floral print dress. This is really the only one I own. I got this one at Zara like 5-6 years ago. Loved the interesting cut on it. I liked that it kind of had a little bit of a break here and then went longer in the back. I did also like about this dress was that it was a high neck. I love a high neck dress. I think it's super flattering on your shoulders. In the summer, it's an easy grab and go kind of outfit for me, and that's how I felt today when I was getting dressed. I was like, don't really want to think about what to put together. I'm in a bit of a hurry. What do I do? Throw on a dress. The challenge, I think, when people put on a floral dress is that they don't know how to combat like the girly and the floralness of it all. Let me show you how. Here we are. I added a bomber jacket, perfect layering piece for the springtime when you're looking to pair a jacket with your floral dress. I love that it's a touch of masculinity, but it cuts me at the waist and provides additional dimensions to the look. This bomber jacket is a mix between a bomber jacket and actually a trench coat. It's the same material as a trench coat, and I love it. I got it at Massimo Dutti years ago. It's my go-to jacket for spring. I literally wear this all the time, and it's wonderful. I love the details on the top, and I usually like to roll up the sleeves a little bit because it is oversized, so I want to have a little bit of a slimming effect. So show my wrists, and I think it just looks super cool. Now I've added jewelry. I want my jewelry to pop, and I think when you pair gold accessories and metals with blues, it complements each other so well that they're essentially both competing for the eye gaze. And so I have just a chunky earring with a matching ring. It's just enough to give the outfit a little bit of a polished and elegant touch. To round out the look, I added some ballet flats. I wanted something super fun and add a different color than blue. It just adds that fun and flirty element and really pairs well with the floral dress. I wanted to keep with the timeless classical feel that the floral dress provides, and I relayed that into the flat. And not to mention comfortable, this is a workwear outfit, and so a flat is always the way to go. Hello and happy Wednesday. We are halfway through the week and it already feels like it's been a long week. And so today's focus was really more of an undone professional look. I don't think my hair can handle any more dry shampoo, and I really wanted something light, airy, but breathable. And so my base layer for today is a nice pair of silk trousers. These specifically are from Zara. And then I have this just casual, very thin white button down. I really like that the back here has just a flowy tail. And the front, I just wanted to go with more of that streetwear or street style tuck where it's just on one side. I'm going to use accessories to make this professional work setting appropriate. So let's go see how I do that. Okay, I've added some accessories and my shoe choice. Why did I go with what I picked? Well, with my accessories, I went with more chunky gold medals. I wanted gold medals because I wanted more of a warm feeling with this soft spring color palette that I have going on. I thought also the chunky jewelry would contrast well with kind of this easygoing look that I have. And then I went with a very elegant pointed burgundy shoe. I wanted to keep with the same kind of pink color palette, but I went with a pointed shoe because it works really well with a wide leg trouser like this. It elongates the leg, and I always talk about making sure that you're controlling the eye with your full outfit and it's not just going to one place. So it's stopping right at the top of my foot is an excellent spot that you want your trousers to be, and then that way you could see the actual skin of the top of your foot, which will allow the eye to go all the way down. I do like the combination of this whole outfit, although it has timeless pieces like a trouser, like a white button down. I think the silk modernizes the look a little bit more, as well as more of the chunky jewelry versus something more dainty like a pearl. So I always like to kind of have that contrast between timeless look and modern contemporary pieces. I promised you all another way to tie a silk scarf, and this is what I have. I absolutely love wearing a silk scarf like this. I think it adds just a great style element to this more undone look, but keeps everything polished. Tying it over the shoulders like this is essentially what I think about that a belt does. It refines the overall look, and so there's a good balance of sophistication because I am going to work in this outfit, but also effortless and just like I threw it on without even thinking about it. What do you think? Hello and happy Thursday, or as I like to call it, Friday Eve. And it's definitely Friday Eve because there's not enough dry shampoo to save this hair, and I will probably have to wash it tomorrow. But today I wanted to go with a pretty basic outfit. The weather got a little bit colder overnight, so my base is this pleated faux leather skirt and just a knitted cardigan. A lot of times we think we have to do a bunch of crazy stuff to make an outfit feel very styled. And honestly, this outfit goes to show, as long as you have good quality basics that you like, that's what's important. If you did nothing but add shoes and maybe a pair of earrings to my base outfit that you just saw, that is totally fine. Again, focusing on just having good quality basics. But for me, I already had this belt in my closet and I wanted to add an asymmetrical belt. It does add style, but another reason why I wanted to add it, and you'll see me adding this to a lot of my outfits with skirts in the spring or even in the summer, is because if you're having to tuck something into the skirt and you don't have like a thick belt, depending on how thick the sweater or whatever you're tucking in is on the top and how thin the material your skirt is, you may have like an unwanted like bulginess like around the midsection that is just not really flattering. So having this belt cover, especially from like the thick band here, even like the thinner part of the belt is still relatively thick, that covers where kind of my cardigan sweater bunches up. So that's a little trick there. Now I'm gonna add some jewelry. Very simple, the same gold ring you've seen me wear all week. Just a thin little bracelet, and then just standard gold hoops. And don't forget, glasses are an accessory. Glasses are a great expression of style, so always like to purchase some that have a little character to them. These are from Warby Parker. If you're on the hunt for glasses, Warby Parker, I think, make incredible eyeglasses and sunglasses, and they're relatively affordable. So a little jewelry with the rest of this outfit. And honestly, I didn't share where I got these items from. Pleated skirt, I believe, is from Banana Republic. Belt is from H&M. And this cardigan is from Naked Fashion. I absolutely love it. It's very soft. The final piece to add is the shoes. And I wanted to wait to the end to add that because there's a really good tip there. And the boots. I went with these pointed, tall, black leather boots. I got these from Mango years ago, and they're just a tried and true. If you've seen any of my short form content from any of my other social media channels or my YouTube shorts, you've seen me talk about not putting your winter accessories away just yet. I love keeping them around and still pairing them with other more spring items, or if it gets colder like today, you can dress a little bit more, losing my balance, dress a little bit more wintry. Here I went with a tall black boot to keep the line going down all the way from the top of my leg to the bottom, since I already have a black skirt. So that's really something good to know. Where if you wanted to pair this with maybe a brown boot, that's fine. Just make sure it's tall. You don't want to show any sort of skin here. So here is my final look. Hello and happy Friday. We are at the end of the week. I can smell the weekend, and my hair has officially made it to the sleek back bun stage of the week. I know yesterday I said I was going to wash it, but tomorrow I am doing a hot yoga class, so we got to make it last one more day. That said, we are here to talk about my workwear outfit. For today's look, I went with your tried and true wide leg trouser. So it is flowy, it's airy, it's great for a springtime pant. If you want something a little bit lighter, you have plenty of trouser options to do that. These are from H&M. This tank top is from Naked Fashion. I've been really loving naked fashion. What I like about this one is still pretty thick. And so it makes it really nice when you're trying to pair it with a strapless bra and just have a more form-fitting but elegant tank top. I'm going to go ahead and add one more layer to make it fully business professional or business casual, and then you'll see it. All right, I've added some accessories. Now, I kept it very sleek, very modern. Like I've said, glasses are an accessory with these silver medals because I wanted to go for that modern contemporary, and I think silver medals give that cool modern vibe to any look. So I think they complement my outfit very well. Went with a burgundy belt, and once I put on my shoes, you'll find out why. That also has a silver accent here in the center, and I like the idea of it just being super simple. Having an oversized look is a statement on its own, so I don't want the outfit to get super busy. Since this is oversized, if you kept them long and just like this, do you see the difference in where your body shape just is like getting overwhelmed with material and fabric? And the minute you roll these up, it kind of gives you that different air to your look and to your silhouette. So just always remember, something oversized, roll up the sleeves. Okay. Lastly, the shoes. They are burgundy, just like the belt. And for wide leg, flowy trousers, we don't want heavy shoes because we already have a lot of material down here. So something pointed is excellent. And for this overall outfit, I went with a kitten heel because I wanted to give it that polished, sophisticated look. I also like that the length of the trouser is perfect for a kitten heel, and then the pointed shoe just elongates the leg in such a beautiful way. Here's my look. I think it's comfortable, it's casual, but it's elevated, and it works really well with my sleek back bun. So let me know what you think. And that is a wrap on a week's worth of spring workwear. I hope you enjoy coming along for the ride during the week, although it did require a little bit of an earlier wake-up call each day before I head into work. It was really fun to talk through my outfits, and it will hopefully provide you and encourage you to think through and what to think through when picking out your clothes to wear to work. If you love this video, please leave your favorite look in the comments below. And don't be shy, hit the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel, as I will continue to have more of these how to shop your closet and fashion inspo videos for you to benefit from. In the meantime, take care, and I will see you next week. Adios.